The following is a tale of 7 friends who embarked on an epic adventure across India. They would travel 3,500 kilometers across the country at breakneck speed. Well, maybe not breakneck.
Cheers. I'm a little concerned about the fact that this is the first time that all 7 of us are going to have got together. But like, what if some of the guys don't get on? The way it's going to work is that everyone's bringing a little point-and-shoot camera, like the one we're filming on today. And as of today, everyone's going to start filming on their cameras for the next 3 weeks, and we're going to try and document every moment of what happened in the next 3 weeks.
And so, they prepared for an adventure of a lifetime. It was exciting.
Dude, I'm so excited. We're literally minutes away from starting the race. Everyone is really excited.
Are you excited?
I'm literally so excited. I'm like bubbling with excitement.
That guy's excited.
We're on our way, baby! Hello, mate!
We've been driving for about 2 minutes, so we appear to have broken down. This is not a good start.
The most important reason as to why we're doing this crazy adventure is to raise money for the Teenage Cancer Trust. The Teenage Cancer Trust is a charity that's really dear to our hearts because it affects people our age and our audience's age. That's it. We really encourage you guys to get involved, and we're really hoping we can show the world how awesome, caring, and giving this online community is.
And I guess we'll see you guys in India.
Bagman Milane Haynes.
All right. So Finn and Jack Harries, hello.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hello.
Thanks for coming. Guys, what inspired you to start doing a web series?
That's a good question. So our channel started 3 years ago now.
And this is Jack on the right.
I'm Jack, that's Finn. Our dad gets confused, so it's worth laying out. It started very innocently as, we were kind of pre-YouTube being a big thing, there being money and being a business. It was just, hey, let's set up a channel and document our gap year. And so we started by creating short form content, 5-minute videos about what we were getting up to. We tried to upload weekly, but there wasn't so much of a structure and a schedule. And as we went over the years, we started to build up the subscribership. And what we realized on YouTube is that it's very different to TV in the sense that people are directly engaged with you as a person and also your story. And it's incredibly important to bring them along on that story. And so people were subscribing and they were coming back every single week to find out more about our story and to follow along.
We got to a point in our channel, we've been creating for about 2 years when we decided to do the series, where we wanted to kind of push what we were doing. And so we'd learned previously to work with brands, we'd learned how to raise capital, and we'd met a whole load of filmmakers along the way. So we'd met these kids who wanted to get out there, wanted to push what they were doing, and we'd learned to use camera equipment in ways that we didn't before. And so the series kind of allowed us to do that and to kind of experiment with that.
So the idea came about, we were working out in Sri Lanka. We were filming with an orphanage out there called the Rainbow Center, making a video for our channel. And we were transporting around every day in tuk-tuks, in these 3-wheeled rickshaws, which we thought were awesome. They're like the coolest little vehicles ever.
Well, yeah.
Perfect for whacking like tripods in the back and stuff, and just a lot of fun. And so I think Finn said, hey, why don't we get one of these in London? Like, wouldn't that be fun to drive around London in one of these? And so we got back to London, we started doing some research, and we were like, oh, where can we buy a rickshaw in London? Turns out you can't. Turns out they're not very practical in London. I don't know why.
Are they illegal or just not practical?
They're just not even available.
Can't get them.
Yeah, maybe one guy selling a dodgy one on eBay that's been converted into a coffee truck or something.
Right.
They weren't really available. But what we did find was a company in Bristol, which is just outside London, and they're called The Adventurous, and they host these mad adventures. And they do this one called the Rickshaw Run, where you can drive a rickshaw, from one side of India to the other. And we were like, that'll do. That'll satisfy our need to drive a rickshaw.
And then the unique thing for us was we needed to raise capital. We raised £20,000 to fund the series. And what was different was going to brands and kind of pitching our channel and putting together 4 episodes and saying, how can we integrate your brand in that, rather than just being, can we get a check for one video just promoting that product. So it's kind of a new opportunity. It was different, which was good.
Yeah, so we wanted to be able to push the content. So we'd be making these vlog forms, and we wanted to make it longer form. We were like, because people are following the story, oh, can we do a series that people will follow? And as Finn says, that the issue with that is because YouTube's new, there's money in YouTube, right, through the ads on the side, but only a certain level. And so, if you're wanting to create higher quality content, then obviously you need to generate more money. And so the way we did that was go to brands individually, brands that we really liked, that we thought we'd get on with, and say, hey, look, we're doing this mad trip. We'd like you to be a part of it. We'd like you to enable us to make it happen. And 3 brands did: Skype, Sony, and My Destination, which is a travel company. And to their credit, they were really cool. They said, look, we believe in your idea. We hadn't made anything like it before, but they gave us the money. We raised 20 grand overall and then 10,000 pounds for equipment. And we went off and shot it.
Great. So when I first heard about you guys doing a web series, like these episodes are all over 15 minutes or something, I was like, wow, people are going to hate this. They don't like change. But then yesterday I was looking at the likes and dislikes and the comments, and your fans love it.
Right.
They're embracing this. How has their reaction been?
So that was a risk. So like an average video before we posted this series was 5 minutes. And we decided for this, we'd do 4 episodes, and each one is over 15 minutes. And we had no idea how this was going to go down. We were just going to put it out there and hope people enjoyed that. And the response was quite amazing. So each episode now has just over 1 million views. And YouTube allows us to see how long people are watching for. And the average engagement of those people is 13 minutes out of the 15-minute episodes.
And your videos used to only be 5 minutes long.
Right.
Right. I think the thing with that is, as a viewer on YouTube, right, so we create content, but we also view YouTube. And I know myself, I used to come to YouTube with 5 minutes of time. I'd be doing homework, revision, I got 5 minutes, I'll click on, watch something. I'm not too engaged, it's a bit of light entertainment. Now I know that I come to YouTube with 15 minutes or even half an hour, and I'm coming with a higher level of engagement as well. It's the same as you wouldn't go on 4OD or iPlayer with 5 minutes to spare, you go there with an hour. And I think YouTube's heading that way 100%. We see it in our content. People are staying engaged for longer and longer periods of time.
Definitely. I used to say the line between internet and TV was blurred, and now it just doesn't even exist.
I agree.
Mark my words.
I agree.
So we're going to have to move on to news, but thank you for coming out, guys. Next up, I've got Anna Kasparian from the Young Turks. They are the longest running and the most popular online news channel. It's incredible. Let's take a look and learn more about Anna. Thanks for being here, guys.
Nice
Yeah.